been a cloud in the sky. Don't ask me for reasons why, 'cause now I'm just dreaming. I'm going home.
The scorching heat of the plains in April, an untoward weather alarming a bitter summer, and then a lazy weekend, and an obvious call from the hills.
I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm going home. The home to the clouds, the Meghalaya.
The friendly road's a mile away. It's been a while, but I got to say I hear the wheels are turning.
Cool, charming, breezy, a heavenly abode.
Above like a brown-eyed kite, I know the light is calling. I'm going home. I'm going home.
After Shillong, I took the road towards Cherrapunji and then turned towards Mawphlong. The rays of sun glittering behind the long trees guided my way to the sacred forest, the unsung legacy of the old Khasi kingdom. Around 25 kilometers of a typical Meghalayan terrain containing hillock and valleys, I found myself at the Mawphlang Sacred Forest, harboring a diversity of flowering and medicinal plants, trees, mushrooms, birds, and insects. Spanning a land area of 193 acres, a vast meadow and a dense forest behind, a canvas with green and blue shades all around. Mawphlong, meaning moss-covered stone in Khasi, which is among the numerous settlements named after monoliths. This forest is one of the oldest and most famous sacred groves of the Meghalaya. At the entrance to the Mawphlang Sacred Forest is the first group of monoliths, 3 standing and 1 seated stone. This is where village elders seek permission from the deity to carry out the sacrificial ritual. This forest is protected by the members of the Lyngdoh clan. It is believed to be the abode of the Khasi deity Labasa, who is said to protect the clan and the village from all harm. There was a tradition of offering a brown-colored bull as a sacrifice to the deity. If a leopard appeared, it was an auspicious sign and the ritual could be conducted as planned. However, if a snake appeared, it was considered inauspicious and the ritual would be abandoned. The entrance to the forest resembles a green tunnel, a walkway through the long trees. Inside the forest, the only audible sounds are the melodious calls of songbirds, the hum of crickets, the buzz of bees and the dragonflies, and occasionally the gurgling of the forest streams. As you continue the trek, you will see a stone shaped like a long table. This is where the preparations for the ritual were conducted. At a short distance from here is a cluster of smaller moss-covered stones, which served as a waiting area for the young adults as the ritual was conducted. Besides the tales associated with the grove, there is an abundance of flora and fauna to be explored. Mawphlong is a home to over 400 species of plants, including rudraksha, pines, rhododendrons, and the kafal trees. One of the highlights here is the highly poisonous lily cobra plant, which appears to resemble the hood of a cobra. The forest floor is carpeted with the humus and the fallen leaves, quite soothing to the eyes and ears.
People that I want to see and places that I want to be for now. 'Cause I'm just dreaming. I could have been a cloud in the sky. Don't ask me for reasons why, 'cause now I'm just dreaming. I'm going home. I'm going home. Going home. I'm going home.
Meghalaya is not just the home to the clouds, but crag, cliff, and canyons are also the integral part of the topography here. One such dangerously beautiful sight is on the way to Mawsynram. Can't say the name of this place, but it's worth stopping by for a while. The camera may not be able to make you visualize. This is almost vertically steep. The road to Mawsynram from here is a bit narrow, bendy, and rough. But it hosts some awestruck views of the hills, some beautiful glimpses of the sky and nature, and some unnamed waterfalls. And finally, Mawsynram, the wettest place on the earth. It was almost the sunset time, and I made it to the nearby Kreng Kreng waterfall. A right-cut diversion on the road down south from Mawsynram leads to these magnificent falls, and the road is narrow and through a small jungle. The overall journey is awesome, flanked by the sheer cliffs to the Kreng Kreng viewpoint. A visual spectacle, the waterfall crashes down from almost vertical rock face. A concrete wall has been constructed to fence off the falls from spilling onto the road. This might be a strange day here without any rainfall. The road here, carved out of the vertical crag, dangerous yet enjoyable. sun is ready to set behind the hills and plays a colorful game before dipping into the horizon. The fading rays lend a golden glow to the forest-cladded mountain. The day ends. The next morning was a bit hazy and cloudy. Probably the town was coming back to its original form. I made a round of the small town. A tiny place with some residential areas along with school, market and some government offices. A big portion of a field is said to harvest the plenty of rainwater obtained here and to make use of it for the supply purposes. Standing in mid of the vast meadow, I was wondering how thrilling it could be had there been a shower now. So to explore further, I went down the road heading further south. And after crossing a few kilometers of rocky, narrow and slide-prone road, I reached the lakefront camp of Weiling. A nice setup indeed. Surrounded by vast jungle and lake water, one can spend a leisure time in love of nature. The weather forecast was heavy rain today, so started from here, before the place could become blurred in vision due to a heavy rainfall. Mawjymbuin is one of the best known caves of Meghalaya due to its religious significance. Nestled in a jungle, it's accessible by a stairway to the cave's massive entrance. It's a 4-meter high, 50 meters wide. The thick vegetative cover on the roof of the cave causes a steady trickle of water to drip down the opening. Carved out of calcareous sandstone, the cave is 209 meter high and houses fascinating stalactite and stalagmite. The highlight of the cavern, however, is an impressive pair of speleothems at the center of the chamber, an enormous stalagmite resembling the Shiva Linga, right above which hangs a magnificent stalactite. The path of return was mostly rainy and hazy. Yes, indeed this place receives the highest rainfall in the world. Windshield was watery mostly, with wipers on. However, could enjoy the driving through this less known road via Mawphlang and connecting the Guwahati airport side. The most beautiful part was the jungle-cladded and rain-drenched hills covered in green carpet and creating a magnificent canvas of nature. Not much of popular tourist places visited. However, the visit to Meghalaya, the nature corridor, remains as refreshing and mind-blowing as always.